Hi, it's Melissa here with Web of Creativity, and today's video is going to be on the page construction of the Enchanted Memories mini album. So this is the Enchanted Memories mini album. I used Bow Bunny's Enchanted Harvest paper collection. So I'm going to go through this real quick and then show you how I made the pages. So there's 6 pages, all of them are the same thing. So the first page has like a little page on it with a pocket and then a pocket up at the top. And then the back has 2 pockets. And it's the same thing on all 6 pages. So I'm going to go ahead and go through how I did the base page, which is in the brown with the binding, and then the front page with the pocket, and then the back 2 pages with the tags. So I'm going to go ahead and use black cardstock, and it's you cut your cardstock with 12 by 12 papers. All the directions are in the tutorial, which is on my blog at www.webofcreativity.net, and the tutorial has all the directions on how to, all the measurements to cut your paper and to score them. So I'm just going to show you how to connect them all and assemble. So we'll start with these 4 sheets here are going to be the binding / base page, and this is a variation of a binding technique by Laura Dennison called Stack the Deck. Again, it's just a variation of it, but got the original idea from her. This is my favorite binding system, is the Stack the Deck. So on this is the first page with 2 score lines, so I'm just going to fold on the score lines. And then I have this little section right here. I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tape between the 2 score lines. And then the second page, I'm going to fold on the score lines. Again, the tutorial tells you where to score everything. And then tape gets put in between these 2 as well, in between the 2 score lines. I could have used thicker tape here, but now this is our third sheet. It is 2 sheets, so fold them both on the score line. And we're going to attach these 2 sheets together. So this little flap here, we're going to go ahead and put a piece of tape on this little flap, and then we're going to attach this page onto it. Lining it up at the top and the bottom. I'm going to do it this way. And I've got the top I overlapped it just a bit, so I'm going to just trim that off. Alright. This gets taped on the back too, but this gets attached to your inside cover. So I'm not going to do that, but that's what you need to do, is put the tape in between the two score lines. Okay. I'm just going to eyeball. We're going to attach this page right on top, centered. And if you don't want to eyeball, you can always measure to get an idea. We're using 1/4 sections between the pages, so you just measure 1/4 in on both sides. So go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to mark 1/4 on the top and bottom. So we know where it's going to go. So if you have the markings, it's easier just to follow where your markings are to attach your page. And you want to make sure these pages are really good and stuck, so I'd burnish them with your bone folder. And then take your next page, and again, stack it, measuring if you want, or you could just eyeball. I'm just going to go ahead and eyeball this one. There you go. And we have our 6 pages. Our top page, this guy has 3 score lines in the middle. So we're going to take that middle score line. Let's see if my camera clears up. We're going to fold right on that middle score line. The directions say to accordion fold. This is how I'm going to accordion fold. So I fold it in half, and then that first score line, I'm going to take my page and flip it. And unflip it. And do the same thing on the other side. Take that third score line. Fold your page. There we go. So now we have our accordion fold. So this is considered a valley. We're going to go ahead and put a piece of tape in the valley. And we're going to go ahead and attach it. There we go. So now we have a fin, a little tab on the inside. With the tab, we're going to go ahead and trim the 2 corners off. We're going to taper them. So from the score line, just cut out an angle, a sharp angle if you want. I might make mine just a little bit sharper. It helps the pocket page to slide on easier. So there we go. Now you can use, we're going to go ahead and attach the pocket. So we'll go ahead and get the next sheet, your pocket page. And there's 2 score lines. So this is the halfway point score line. And then we have a 1/2 inch score line where it's going to attach, and then I'm going to go ahead and taper the 2 corners on the pocket. So again, cut from the score line out. So I'm going to fold that in and go ahead and add tape. If I can find the end of my tape. There we go. Then remove the tape backing, fold over evenly, and we have our pocket. So we're going to take this tab and we're going to go ahead and put tape on both sides close to the top, not towards the page. So you want it on right on the edge. Of your tab. Alright, now we're just going to slide this pocket right on top. If you want to use glue, you can use glue. If you want to do, what I like to do is I like to just take off the top one, the top tape, and slide it on it so the back side doesn't get stuck on your pocket. So you can easier slide it in and adjust your page to make sure it's even. Give it a little space and then attach. And then the back side, I use my craft knife and just pick up the tape backing. Just remove the tape backing from the inside. And there you go. So now you have your pocket. The tutorial has the tag dimensions in it. I didn't cut out any tags. I'm going to go ahead and flatten this part out, just to back out just a bit. And we're going to go ahead and flip it to the back side. I used 1/8 inch tape to make my pocket. So we're going to just put the tape on a U shape to attach it to the first page, but you can use glue. So it's whatever you're more comfortable with. And if you're afraid that your tags are going to get stuck, you can always just tape the two sides and then just glue and add glue to the bottom, so your tag doesn't get stuck in the tape. You can do it either way. So now I have my U shape. I'm just taking off the tape backing. And then we're going to attach it flush to the right edge and to the bottom. We're going to have about 1/8 of an inch gap, space from the edge, the left edge, and over. So again, I'm going to open this up so I can see and line it up straight with the bottom and the right side. So you can see about 1/8 of an inch space right here. That's so your page doesn't get caught on the binding or the other pages, and it'll be easier to open and close. Nothing's gonna get stuck. And then this makes a nice pocket. Alright, the back side, we have two pieces for your tags. So your first smaller piece, we're just going to tape the two sides. the two short sides. Oops. Let's try that again. I want them right on the edge. Alright. So we're going to attach it to the top and an inch from the top. So let me take off the tape backing. Take my ruler, go an inch down, and I want it flush with the left edge. And it's the same concept. We're going to have a little bit of a space on the edge so this opens and closes with ease without catching. So now we have our little pocket. The last pocket is scored at the bottom to make a tab. So we're going to go ahead and cut this. Now you can do it either way. I made a tab on the bottom. If you don't want the tab, it's not necessary. You can always just cut your piece a ½ inch shorter and just put a piece of tape along the bottom, like you did for the pocket in the front. So it's up to you. Usually the reason why you have this little guy is because you might have a little bit more room in the pocket to embellish your tag, but if you're just going to have a flat tag, then you don't really need it. So it's up to you on if you want to add this piece or not. Because, you know, with adding this piece, your tags might get hung up on the tip of it when you're sliding your tag in, and which happens often, but we don't mind. You just have to wiggle your tag in. So again, this is an optional piece. You don't need it if you don't want it, but it does give you a little bit more room to embellish a tag to get in there. So 3 sides for your pocket, and again, we're going to put it flush to the edge. I'm taking off the tape backing. And we're flush to the left edge and the bottom. I'm going to turn this a little so I can see it. Oh. I'm going to end up tearing this a little bit. I didn't get that flush to the bottom. I know I shouldn't have chose black. Can't see anything with black. Oops, turned it the wrong way. So there we go. We have a pocket here, pocket here, and then just repeat for all your pages. So I'll go ahead and go through these pages one more time if you want to look how I decorated them all. And you don't have to use this paper collection. I put in the tutorial. I have matted with using some labels. This is Spellbinder's Label 36. And I use this label on all of them, but the tutorial does have directions on matting the full-size page if you wanted to use that instead of breaking it up like I did. So I used the label die cut in half for a decorative border. Did a full piece here. This 2-inch label, 2 1/4 inch label right here is label 1 from Spellbinders, and then this little cutout piece. Then I have some rhinestone pieces, like in the front cover right here. And I used the same matting style throughout the whole album. This is also the label cut. And then a smaller mat, and then just some decorative pieces. Cut out some butterflies. Love this paper, but I happen to like butterflies a lot. If you're wondering, this paper is not in the collection. It's in the small packet that you can get, an additional packet. It's the ephemera packet that has some additional papers in it and some buttons and these little embellishment pieces too. So that's where I got this paper from, and this paper, and these two papers. And that's it. That's the album. Enchanted Memories mini album, and that's the page construction. That's it. Thank you for watching.